Hey everyone, Alex here. Earlier this week, we saw Matt post a video and talking about the Xbox Series X. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I highly suggest going over and watching it. He goes into great detail about the differences between the Xbox Series X, the Xbox One, and a PC. Now, if you're still on the fence about buying an Xbox Series, again, check out that video, and I'm pretty sure you'll have your mind made up by the end of it. And I'm pretty sure you'll buy one. But if you haven't noticed, I want to make a short video here about the PS5. Now, I've had the PS5 about 2 weeks now, and all I can say is it's awesome. It is such a big difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. Like, it's such a big difference. As an average gamer, I can really see the difference. And I don't say most average gamers would notice the difference, but you'll notice the difference. I won't go into too much detail about the design of it, because we have a previous unboxing video which you can go watch, and that will go into the fine details of it, and you'll see us set it up, as well as the Xbox Series. I'll leave that link in below. Go check it out. Give it a like. You know the drill. But let's talk about the specs for it. It now can run at 4K and 120 hertz. Now, most TVs can't get that far yet, and it also supposed to go. Sorry to interrupt myself. It's supposed to go to 8K, but again, there are 8K TVs out there, but there aren't many. The games are being made for them yet. So, and same with the 120 hertz. So things aren't there yet, but it's ready for it. And Sony itself has gone and said it's talked to other companies that other TV companies, that is, that so we can get a better TV and gaming experience out there. One of the other things that it's got is the VRR, the variable refresh rate. But again, on launch, it's not there. Hopefully we'll get it soon. They did say it will be out soon, but soon means nothing yet. It's supposed to be able to do external hard drives. Again, but not on launch. So hopefully the updates are coming soon. I know that seems like a lot not happening at once, but it's worth the wait. It's still brand new. It's still a baby. It's still getting there. One of the new things out of the system is the brand new user interface. It's so different. Unlike the Xbox Series, where they just kind of moved over everything into the Xbox Series from the Xbox One, it's treating itself as a new system. And I've said this before in our podcast that I believe that the PS5 is trying to become a new system for new players. It's trying to be there for the new players that haven't gone to PlayStation. So get the PS5 and get into PlayStation games. Not only because they released the PlayStation collectibles, which is 20 free games for when you get the PS5. So it's amazing. Quick note, if you do have a PS4 and your friend has a PS5, log onto his PS5 and get all those free games. You still can, until they notice, unless this be the video that ruins everything, and I apologize. So obviously the biggest thing, other than its massive size, is the speed while gaming. The first game I experienced playing on the PS5 was the Miles Morales story from Spider-Man. It is the one I have is the Ultimate Launch Edition, which comes with Spider-Man 2019 Remastered. If you love that Spider-Man, I highly suggest you get this game. It's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. The story is fantastic. The character work is awesome. It's a beautiful game. Obviously, Spider-Man from 2019 was also a beautiful game. This just adds to it, specifically because it's on the PS5, and it's just, the frame rate is so much better. The only downside I had to it, why I gave it the 8.5, is that it is a little bit short. It felt short. Hopefully that they keep launching new stuff for it, but it did feel like just an expensive DLC. But it's so worth it. I still believe that it's really worth it. Obviously, it was one of the first games made for the PS5, so I wouldn't get it until you get a PS5, to be honest, because it feels like you might downgrade. You're not giving it justice. But if you really like the story of the first one, check it out and play it. And if you do, you can always get when you buy it on PS5 on the store. In the PS Store, you could get the option to upgrade to the PS5 version. while playing it just looked so smooth. It was just a lot of fun. So other than that, for speed, like you can tell, like when you left the game, it was out of it in a second. You start the game. Here's where the speed really goes. When you hit start or you hit play on the game, you're in it. It took about 8 seconds from the interface to the game's menu. Like when you compare that to the PS4 and the PS5, to the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, it's just not there. But and even then, when after you leave the game menu to go into the game, it was so flawless. It just happened. There was no load time. It just went into the game, and as an average gamer like I call myself, it was awesome. So I suggest checking it out if you get the PS5 and get this game first and just play it. One of the other things about the PS5 I wanted to kind of talk about is obviously the controller. Now, I bought the dual charging kit, which is awesome. You can kind of just plop it in, and it kind of just clicks in and it charges. And I also bought a second controller. Obviously, I had to. Why not, right? But it's got some sweet haptics to it. I can't really show you that without playing, but you feel everything. And when they put this more into games, like Fortnite is a little bit already introducing it, but when you put it more into games, you're really gonna feel like the adjustive triggers. Like when you're shooting, it's like it will just when you shoot one shot, you only have to press it gently, or you really want to go at it, you pull it down. It is gonna make gaming experience so much better. And yes, they have their little mistake here at the top where the Sony logo isn't quite perfect with the charging port, but small notices over a few months, it might disappear. You never know. One of the cool things about the charging port I find is that you don't have to have it near the PS5. You can have it right beside your couch. You can have it on a table or whatnot. It just has a normal like a normal cord where you just plug into into an outlet, and you can have it anywhere. If you're as lazy as I am sometimes, it's just easier to pop it on, pick up the next one if you're having a good game sesh there. And there's no need for batteries like on something on like the Xbox Series there. But I mean, I digress. I make fun of Xbox all the time about their controllers. People love them and I don't understand, but whatever. There's some other more cool things out there as well as accessories. There's the new haptic headphones that they released. Honestly, I couldn't find any. I'm sure they're online, but in the stores in town, I couldn't find it at the time. I do really want to check them out because they're supposed to change the gaming system. Like, you're supposed to be able to feel it as well in your headphones. So I really want to check that out. So once I see them in stores and been able to get it, I will put up a quick review about them. The other thing out there is a 4K camera they released for you to hook up your Twitch, to hook up your YouTube, whatever you want to do. Speaking of which, I will be starting my own Twitch channel soon, and it's called Amateurs Attack, or Amateurs are Going, something about amateurs, because I'm an amateur gamer when it comes to online games. So if you want to be entertained about an amateur playing Call of Duty, it's coming soon, and trust me, it will be a riot. So hopefully we'll get the headphones soon. We'll get and the 4K camera and see how all that works with the PS5 and how it works with streaming and all that fun stuff. In the end, all I want to say overall, the PS5 is an 8.5. And that's just having it for 2 weeks. If you are debating on getting it and rushing to get it, I mean, it's up to you, obviously, in the end, but I would suggest maybe waiting it out until the kinks are out and everything is out there. The VRR is out there. The ability to put external hardware in there. But I mean, if you can't wait, obviously go get it. But it is worth the wait, in my opinion. So I suggest waiting, but I mean, you have to wait regardless right now because they're impossible to get. But if you are an online player, like you're into the COD, Fortnite, and all those kind of games, then I would rush to get it. Cold War has come out, and it was almost built for the PS5 as well, but like with the new controllers and everything, it's gonna give it that much better feeling, and it's only really available on the PS5. Like Call of Duty is obviously available for the PS4, but the haptics and everything is really only available with the PS5, and I would suggest getting it for that. But don't get me wrong, I love this system, and I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I wouldn't get rid of it, but an 8.5 I still think is a very, very good rating for the system. I'm just obviously a little let down with some of the launch things that didn't happen, like with Cyberpunk not being launched right away, and not having the VRR, and not being able to buy external hard drive, because it is at 125 gigs at start. So realistically, you're only getting, like, after everything built in, is about 600 gigs, which isn't a lot when it comes to gaming anymore, in my opinion. But once that external hardware comes out, then we can easily have so much to go for. So yeah, that's my video for the PS5. Let me know what you think about getting, if you're about to get the PS5, or if you think what you think. Either way, I apologize for mumbling my way through this video. So I thank you for sticking it out this long. Hopefully next time Matt and I do something more towards visuals on the system. Let us know what you want us to see us do. Check out our podcasts. We try to get one out every week. We talk about The Mandalorian. We talk about tech that's coming out, movies that are coming out, and anything else, really. We talked about Tuck It in Our Shirts this last week. So please, you can get that anywhere you listen to podcasts, on Apple, Google, Spotify. Anyway, so yeah, thank you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us out in many ways, more than one. Be safe out there. Have a good one.